Published, 1649 Eastern Standard Time, the 8th of March 2018, updated, 2036 Eastern Standard Time, the 8th of March 2018. Arsenal ended a torrid run of 4 defeats on the spin to leave the San Siro with an impressive 2-0 victory against AC Milan in their Europa League last 16 tie. Goals from Henrik Mkhitaryan and Aaron Ramsey in the first half gave the Gunners a commanding lead to take back to the Emirates, and crucially, 2 away goals. Arsene Wenger's side looked comfortable throughout and comfortably put on one of their best displays of the season when they needed it most. Here, Sportsmail brings you a roundup of all the things you may have missed from the San Siro. AC Milan appeared within their rights to claim a penalty after Arsenal goalkeeper David Ospina charged at the feet of Hakan Calhanoglu during the first half of the last 16 tie. Ospina rushed out of his goal as he dived at the feet of the Milan forward. Calhanoglu was clearly off balance as a result of the lunge and looked set to go down, but the Milan forward stayed on his feet and it seemed to have cost his side a penalty kick. Hakan Calhanoglu, to some, is an example of how all players should act after receiving contact in the box, while to others, he missed a trick. Early in the first half, Calhanoglu raced through on goal and forced David Ospina off his line. The Colombian rushed out and appeared to catch the former Leverkusen man's foot, sending him on a slight tumble. The forward stayed on his feet and the ball rolled out for a goal kick, but had he gone down, he would have had a very strong case for a penalty, as Ospina did appear to touch him. Pundit Jermaine Jenis believes the Turkish midfielder did his side no favors with his honesty. I think that's a penalty. Ospina has committed himself, thrown himself at the player's feet, but he's been very honest and got nothing for it. His teammates won't thank him for it and his manager won't thank him for it. AC Milan fans pay tribute to Davide Astori following the Fiorentina captain's recent passing. Davide Astori's death came as a shock to the football world this past week, and fans of one of his former clubs celebrated his career with a tribute banner at the San Siro. The banner read, Uniti al dolor della famiglia Astori. Riposa in pace. The translation being, United in sadness with the Astori family. Rest in peace. Astori began his career at the San Siro but never made an appearance for the club, before being sold to Cagliari and then later, Fiorentina. The defender also made 14 appearances for Italy's national team. The 31-year-old centre-back died of cardiac arrest on Sunday morning and was found dead in his hotel room in Udine. All Serie A games were postponed last Sunday, including the Milan derby, while clubs have continued to pay tribute to Astori throughout the week, with Thursday's Europa League clash also beginning with a minute's silence before kickoff. His funeral took place earlier on Thursday and drew an emotional reaction from stars from across Italian football and beyond, as well as Astori's friends and families. Thousands of fans lined the streets in Florence to pay tribute to their former captain. Henrik Mkhitaryan has been highly productive in the Europa League over the last 3 years since 2015-16. No midfielder has been involved in more goals in the Europa League than Henrik Mkhitaryan. Arsenal's January recruit opened the scoring at San Siro for his 9th goal in that time span, adding to 6 assists, giving him 15 goals overall in the past 2.5 seasons in the Europa League. Brazilian midfielder Juliano has provided 1 less goal than Mkhitaryan, contributing 8 goals and 6 assists for both Zenit and Fenerbahce. But given that the latter side failed to make it through the competition's playoff stages this season, Mkhitaryan has a chance to further cement his statistical dominance ahead of his rivals. Among Mkhitaryan's highlights are goals in both legs of the quarter-finals, a strike against Ajax in the final itself, and his effort against AC Milan. His opening strike at the San Siro was even more important as Arsenal entered the game on the back of a 4-game losing streak and in dire need of a result, which they got. Aritz is the Europa League's leading goal contributor during this time, having scored a staggering 24 goals to go with 5 assists since 2015-16. Suso attempts to pull a goal back for AC Milan with a shot late in the game, but the ball, top left next to the Europa League symbol, instead flew out for a throw-in around the 78-minute mark. AC Milan found a way into Arsenal's box and occupied dangerous territory. With a little over 10 minutes to go, Milan needed shots that tested the keeper, not ones that went out for throw-ins. Suso had the ball at his feet and leveled himself up for a shot, only to fire high and wide, with his shot going so far off target that it ended up for an Arsenal throw-in. Not what you want when you are 2 goals down at home with less than a quarter of an hour remaining. Mesut Ozil has now contributed towards 100 Arsenal goals since joining the club in 2013. Sergio Aguero 151 goals and 34 assists, 185 overall total. Harry Kane 133 and 20, 153. Romelu Lukaku 110 and 33, 143. Alexis Sanchez 81 and 44, 121. Eden Hazard 73 and 43, 116, Olivier Giroud 85 and 29, 110, Christian Eriksen 51 and 29, 109, Wayne Rooney 67 and 40, 107, Raheem Sterling 61 and 45, 106, Mesut Ozil 37 and 63, 100. Arsenal's German World Cup winner has officially registered 100 goal contributions for his side. Following his assist to Mkhitaryan, Ozil now has 37 goals and 53 assists since arriving at the Emirates in 2013, although, during this time, two former Gunners were more productive than him. Olivier Giroud, 84 goals, 26 assists, 110 overall, and Alexis Sanchez, 80 goals, 41 assists, 121 overall, both contributed more for Wenger than Ozil has. A look across the league also shows that despite arriving in the Premier League as a source of goal creation, 9 players have contributed more goals and assists than Ozil. Since 2013, the most productive player in this time, by some distance, is Sergio Aguero, who has provided at least 30 more goals than his nearest rivals since 2013.